This camo is just ridiculous. So this is the Feelings Unabridged camo, and you unlock this for completing the new Emotional Overdrive event in Modern Warfare 3, and yeah, it's basically just like a bunch of emojis slapped all over the weapon. It's pretty ridiculous, but I actually like it. If I'm gonna be honest, I do kind of wish that it was animated. I feel like if it was similar to like the Catgirl camo where you just have all the emojis like flowing through the weapon, it would have made it just like a little bit better, but I mean, even as it is now, like, you know, this is still pretty cool. Thankfully, the event itself is really easy to complete. You only have to unlock 290,000 XP, and if you're popping double XP tokens, that's only like 145,000 XP. And then when you factor in, you know, daily challenges, weekly challenges, yeah, it's gonna be really easy to complete. But anyway, on the way to unlocking it, you unlock the Shy Ghost weapon sticker, a double XP token, the Bra Large decal, a double weapon XP token, a tier skin for the battle pass, the Smug weapon sticker, the Cursed Reload emblem, which, yeah, that's pretty cursed, the group chat calling card, a double battle pass XP token, and then finally the Feelings Unabridged camo, which, yeah, you know, again, it does look pretty cool. And if you're using one of the, you know, emoji skins from that one bundle that they put out a little while ago, then you earn like a bonus 2,500 XP per match, which will make this go even faster. Overall, considering how easy it is to complete this event, I definitely recommend diving into either Modern Warfare 3 or Warzone and knocking it out. I figure we'll go ahead and knock out two birds with one stone here. So first things first, we finally unlocked the Season 5 seasonal camo that you get for completing all 8 sets of weekly challenges in Season 5. This is the Chainbreaker camo, and yeah, you know, the camo itself is pretty cool. And this is actually my first time seeing the inspect animation for this new aftermarket part for the SPAS 12, which we'll go ahead and talk about now. And yeah, this is the Jack Devastator's aftermarket part, which essentially turns the SPAS 12 into the modern day Model 1887 Akimbos. So rather than having the Model 1887 Akimbos, it's the SPAS 12 Akimbos, and it's as ridiculous as it sounds. In game, these things absolutely melt. If you're looking for a decent build for this thing, so far I'm rocking the Jack Devastator's conversion kit, obviously, as well as the Retort 90 grip tape, which helps with recoil, the Point G3P04, which helps with your hipfire accuracy as well as your sprint to fire speed, and then the X10 modified choke. You could use one of the other ones that like tightens up that pellet spread just a bit more, but I'd recommend going with the X10 modified choke, because with the aftermarket part, it actually hurts your damage range by 2 ticks. So if you use the modified choke, it will tighten up your pellet spread a bit, but it'll also help with your damage range. So it's kind of like knocking out two birds with one stone there, and that's just what I found to work the best. And you can still modify the ammunition and go for either like, you know, Dragon's Breath or slugs or bolo shells. So you can really decide there. I didn't get to make a video covering it, but for completing the week 7 set of weekly challenges, you unlock a blueprint for the Polymute 762 called the Ironclad, and yeah, there's no aftermarket parts or anything like that. You know, it performs relatively well, but you know, if you're interested in doing that, then you can use that once you complete the set of weekly challenges for week 7. Otherwise, I guess I'll go ahead and toss out a little reminder here that the battle pass is over in 5 days, so if you haven't completed this yet, definitely make sure that you get on to do that. Buy the Black Cell if you want to do that yet. Personally, I don't buy the Black Cell battle passes aside from the first one of every year, because one, you know, I pre-order the Vault Edition of these games every year, and with the Vault Edition, they give you the first Black Cell battle pass for free, so that's like the only one that I do, just because by proxy of pre-ordering the next game. But outside of that, yeah, I typically don't buy them just because it's $30 every single season, but if you do want to do that, time's running out, so just figured I'd throw out that little reminder there. Otherwise, this is kind of embarrassing, but I really don't know what to do for the rest of this video. I mean, they brought some other stuff to the game, like Defuse or Destroy, but, you know, that's kind of like what we've already had in the game before. Bows before throws, bows and spears only, but we kind of already had that with the Fish Fection mode, where it was just bows and spears only. They added a party modes thing to the game. You got Infected, Gun Game, All or Nothing, Team Gun Game, One in the Chamber, Minefield, so, you know, that's pretty cool. Maybe we could dive in, see if we can get a gun game or something like that. In the meantime, we'll wait to look for a match, which I'm sure is going to take a while, because, I mean, I don't know how many people are actually playing this mode. Figured I'd go ahead and give you guys a little update on my Japanese. So far, I'm a little over a week into it, and it's going pretty good. I've fully mastered hiragana and katakana, and now I'm at that point where, you know, I've already mastered both the alphabets. I can write and read them flawlessly, which I was pretty proud of myself. I learned both of those within, like, 3 days. So now I'm just sort of at that awkward phase where I can't really start learning kanji yet, because I don't have enough vocabulary to really understand the kanji. So what I'm doing now is working on my vocabulary and overall like grammar and speech and such. I'm not honing in on the grammar too much, because I know I'll just kind of pick up on that over time, but I'm like at least learning the particles, what they mean for the most part, along with building up my vocabulary. Then when I feel a little bit more comfortable just saying like everyday phrases, then I'm gonna dive into the kanji. But I can go ahead and throw out like a random sentence right now, like watashi wa akana kuruma o mute imasu. I think that's how I'd say the last one. Mute. You could also just say mute if you don't want to be polite, but mute imasu would be like more of like the polite form, because usually in Japanese it doesn't go for every word, but like the longer it is, usually the more polite it is, but I basically just said that I see a red car. I mean, I don't see a red car in here. I would hope there's not a red car in my room, but I don't know, it's just random sense popped in my mind. Oichi na ringo desu. Which would just mean that this apple is delicious. And we actually found a match of All or Nothing on Skid Row. I wasn't sure if we were going to find a match. It was taking a while, if I'm going to be honest. For those that haven't played All or Nothing before, it's a free-for-all game type. Players start with throwing knives and an empty pistol. Perks are earned by eliminating other players and staying alive. The first perk awarded a scavenger, allowing ammo pickups. So, yeah, this is actually a pretty fun classic mode for Call of Duty. Black Ops 1 and 2 were honestly the peak of, like, party game modes, if I'm going to be honest. I played more of them in Black Ops 2, but I will say that I kind of feel like Black Ops 1 system was the absolute best, despite the fact that I played more of them in Black Ops 2. That was just because Black Ops 2 was at that point where I was finally starting to get at least, you know, I had friends during the BO1 era online, but I got more friends during the BO2 era, whereas, you know, Black Ops 1, I had a pretty small circle of friends that I played with. During BO2, I was at that point where, you know, if you were there during, like, the PS3 and 360 days, you know what it was like to have, like, it's sort of like multiple groups of friends where, like, sometimes you play with that one group where you guys kind of associated together, then you had the ones that you knew IRL, and then you had that other group online, and sometimes they would kind of merge depending on who was in a party at what time. There we go, we actually got some ammo in the pistol here. Go ahead and take. What? How in the world is this person not? Okay, yeah, that's absolute carnage. I'm not gonna lie, I've never been the absolute best at this mode. This is just one of those modes where I have a lot of fun playing. Oh, no, I'm trying to take them out so I get my scavenger. But at the end of the day, I mean, that's what these party modes are all about, right? You know, it's all about just diving in, having a good time. So we have scavenger, which means I should have 7 bullets in my pistol now. Go ahead and take out zombie woods and pick up even more ammo. See, once you get the ammo rolling, you get scavenger going, like, and then you can start to do good. But until then, yeah, sometimes it's a bit of a struggle depending on how good the players are that you're playing with. I think there's somebody right around this corner, maybe. The map said there was somebody here. No, there's somebody right over here. Come on. Oh, no, my shots are so bad. Okay, so I'm gonna try to hit him with a bit of the surgical right there. Thank you. Got a bloodthirsty going, and they're right behind me, and I'm dead. But yeah, despite the fact that I played more of the party modes in BO2, yeah, I will say, like, having the COD points and being able to just sort of, like, wager them in Black Ops 1, like, that was a really cool system. Got a guy out here. Thank you. Got scavenger gloves again. But yeah, I've also been working on just, like, getting used to the other particles in Japanese. Like, I know, like, wa is the topic, ga would be, like, the subject or object of desire, depending on the context, and then you got, like, ni, which marks like time, which marks a destination, then you got like de, which kind of sort of marks a location, but more or less a location of where something is happening. There's so much to it. But when you say wa, that would actually be the Japanese mora ha, except it's just pronounced as wa when it's used as a particle. Same thing as wo, it would be pronounced as o when it's used as a particle, and then that like marks objects, and then you got ka, which makes things a question. So I could say like watashi wa Nathan desu, which means my name is Nathan, or I could go watashi wa Nathan desu ka, which means like, is my name Nathan? Right now it's Friday, and if I'm gonna be honest, it's been a bit of a long week, so right now the only Japanese sentence that's really coming to mind is watashi wa neru ga hoshi desu, which means I want to sleep. Anyway, yeah, I don't want to drag this out because, again, I went over everything that I wanted to. We got to get a little bit of gameplay in there, but otherwise, I mean, yeah, that's basically all that's happening at the moment. I mean, I say that's all that's happening at the moment, but, you know, that was actually a substantial amount. We had the new event and all the new weapons and stuff. I just ended up flying through it pretty quick, but, Season 6 starts in, like, 5 days, something like that, from the time of you guys seeing this video, and there's gonna be a lot of content coming in there. We're gonna have, like, how many new maps come into the game? Like 6 or 7 in multiplayer. Now, they're not all brand new maps. There's like 1 or 2. There's like 2 brand new maps, and the rest are like variations of maps that are already in the game. But I've already said before that variations are enough for me. Like, just switching up how a map looks, like Sell Ship feels like a completely different map from like Ship Mint in my mind. And when you consider the fact that there's already like 40 plus maps in the multiplayer in this game, like, yeah, there's already more than enough maps in the game. It's fine. If they want to throw more content at us, I'll take it. Otherwise, I mean, I'm happy with just getting more variations, honestly, at this point. But we'll have that. New weapons. Michael Myers, if you guys remember back in Modern Warfare 2019, he was like a bundle on the shop you had to buy. But in Modern Warfare 3, he's going to be a part of the Season 6 Battle Pass, which is pretty rad. So you just buy the Battle Pass and you have Michael Myers there, which is pretty cool. So, you know, even though this stuff isn't really going to be carrying over to Black Ops 6, it'll still be a part of Warzone, I'm pretty sure. So, like, Warzone is going to work how it did before, where, like, everything that's tied to Warzone can always be used in Warzone, Black Ops, or Modern Warfare. It's just that you can't use Modern Warfare stuff inside of Black Ops, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm excited to grind out the Battle Pass, get access to Michael Myers. That'd be pretty cool. Daryl Dixon, because back during Season 2, if you guys remember, they had the whole Walking Dead event. They brought Rick Grimes and Michonne to the game. They're going to be bringing Daryl Dixon, which I thought they were going to do during Season 2 when they had the Walking Dead stuff going on, but I guess they're doing it now, and I've said before I never really buy bundles, but I'm gonna see how many extra COD points I have by the time the battle pass is over. I might have enough, and if I do, I think I might have to jump on that just because I love The Walking Dead, and Daryl's like, I mean, it's Daryl Dixon, man, he's a G. And then with Halloween coming up, we got all the usual, the haunting stuff happening in Warzone. I'm sure they'll do some sort of fun, crazy event or something in Zombies, hopefully. And then from there, really, it'll just be the launch of Season 6. We'll have Season 6 Reloaded, like, towards, I guess, like, sometime in the beginning, middle of October, and then, like, shortly after that, probably have like the early access to the campaign happening like a week or two maybe after Season 6 Reloaded, because usually I'm pretty sure they're going to do that this year. I mean, they've been doing it every single year. They may or may not, but if they do it, we'll probably have the campaign early access for Black Ops 6 launch by like October 18th, and then the launch of Black Ops 6 is October 25th, so we're really in the home stretch now, and I can't wait. I love Modern Warfare 3, I've had a lot of fun with this game, but after playing the Black Ops 6 beta, man, I just wish I could have Black Ops 6, you know? Like, I'm happy to keep playing Modern Warfare 3, but they gave us Black Ops 6 and then they took it away from us, man. But anyway, as always, massive shout out to all the Patrons and channel members. Say it all in the low ball tier, and big shout out to all the big ball tier. I'm asking me dynamite and bitch shit on the G tier. Run events on the G skill. Thank you guys so much, guys. We're literal legends. I love you. Have an amazing day. Stay beautiful. I love you all. Peace.